Oi, hello everybody, welcome back to Final Fantasy III. I am Snow, and there was no can of victory in the fridge. No Baja Blast, no root beer or anything like that, but there was apple juice, and apple juice is always to be happy for, to have a smile. You must return the eye to the sea dragon Nepto. Well, it's a good thing that we have one of those. Oh, wait a minute, I didn't, no, don't open up the camera, open up the Google Chrome so I can look back at my notes. Ah! Anyways, wait, where is it? Where is the dragon eye? Excuse me. Where's the dragon eye? Oh, there it is. It's just, okay. Can't carry anymore. I thought I was about to, well, whatever. At this point, I believe I'm more than capable of just, I do need to trash something or sell it. I will be right back. Also, keep in mind, once you do actually do this, it is a, you cannot go back in there. Once you do that, you're basically closed off from that region and all of its enemies. Okay, so sold some of the more irrelevant stuff at... Oh, wait a minute. Damn it. Sold some of the more irrelevant items, and wow, that looks cool. Put Nepto's eye in the socket. I am the Sea Dragon Nepto. I thank you for returning the gem to me. The gem is my mind. Without it, I am merely an animal, and I begin to go wild. Here, take this, the Water Fang. It will smash what blocks your way with the power of water. I mean, like the eye socket, so I can go back in. Receive the Water Fang. The water has lost its light. Someone has caused an earthquake and sealed the light underground. Please, take back the light. The Sea Dragon Nepto fell into a deep sleep. Okay, so that's what happens when you talk to it again. I'm curious. Oh, I can't do it at the moment because I'm out of magic. Either way, though, it is about this time where I need to remove everything. Oh, cool, I'm actually able to this time. Wow! I think this is just a, just like a feature if you just want to switch back and forth between a couple classes, just like, it costs nothing to change back into a fighter. That's pretty awesome. And it costs nothing to change back into a monk. Okay, so, switch my jobs around a little bit. Obviously the back to where they were before, but also, I gave the great bow to Trace, as well as some, oh, whoops. What were you saying? I don't know, something about women. Is it that you like women? Because I do. I also like women. Sometimes. Oh wow, the Viking pace, changes back. You got guts! Thanks! Man, I misread that as nuts. Oh no. Stop it! Get back here! Awesome! You guys are real heroes! As I promised, the Enterprise is now yours. I'm assuming that's just the boat and not this whole cave. Oh my god, you guys are so great! Oh my god! Oh my god! Ah! Does everybody have something new to say now? What about you? Are you just gonna talk about, you got nuts, thanks! Oh. Guts. Bleh. Anyways, the main reason I'm here is, no, thanks. I do have guts. Thank you. I got guts. Got the guts. The main reason I'm here, though, is to go to bed. Oh, man, that image right there reminds me of this meme that my friend Jared shows me all the time. So you guys know how apparently the Onceler from the Lorax and Mr. Krupp from Captain Underpants are voiced by the same actor, which I didn't know until he told me that. But there's a scene with like the Onceler waking up and him rolling over and seeing frickin' Mr. Krupp in his underwear underneath the covers sleeping. And it's hilarious to me. Anyways, though, we can now go beyond here without encountering a Nepto. And now we can properly encounter these guys. I kind of forgot that everybody's in the back row. I should probably do something about that. Anyways, the Hermit. Hermit the Frog here. I made this joke in a previous recording of this that got scrapped, but I'm doing it again. As for this thing's stats, let's see. Stats. Where's the stat? Okay, 105 hit points. So, you know, almost as much as our first boss. We're reaching points where basic enemies are becoming stronger. Quite the sight to behold, to be honest. I really wish we could buy arrows, though. Okay, that thing's done with. And we're whacking. Does this thing... Okay. Yeah, it looks like all of these, water enemies... Yeah, it seems that all of these water enemies just have the exact... Yeah, they have the exact same weakness to thunder. So, just something to keep in mind. They are weak to thunder. Now, there are a few places we can reach at this point in time. We have a set destination, but we do have a lot more openings. Now, does pressing B and select enter a map? It doesn't seem to be able to do that. If we go all the way up north here, or not, anyways, we got a Sahuagin. I can never pronounce that thing right. I have no idea how it's supposed to be pronounced. I just call it a Sahagin sometimes. Anyways, though, wow, moving like this feels a lot more fluid. I'm gonna spread Cast of Thunder on it. Anyways, the Sahagins themselves have 140 hit points, being the strongest of the basic sea critters that you can find here. Which is funny, because in Final Fantasy I, they were basically the weakest. Except for those eye things who only have like 10 hit points, but their main deal is that they can paralyze you. Okay, a spread Cast of Thunder deals about half their remaining hit points. And I'll just finish them off with a turn of just smacking. Smacking. And let's smack. And like, oh! That was disrespectful, Angus. There we go. Okay. So there's 2 enemies down for the checklist. Anyways, Snowbin, skill up, Snowbin, level up. Skill up, level up. Level up. No skill up, that's fine. Anyways, as I was saying, you go up here, there's a whirlpool blocking your way. Nothing really you can do about that at the moment, but there is a tower that we can go in. The Tower of Owen. And we get some new enemies in here. We're not supposed to encounter yet, but they're not exactly all that powerful for us to really Where is it? Oh, it's way down here. But they only have 109 hit points. They're not really any stronger than the basic enemies you can find in a like anywhere else in the water, I mean. They can inflict sleep, so I guess that's something to watch out for. But can I inflict sleep on them is the real question. I don't usually use like status inflicting moves because they kind of get in the way of spells that just directly deal damage, which I feel like which I don't just feel like it. I know they're way more efficient than basic status moves, because like the things with large amounts of hit points that those would actually help with are more than likely just immune to status moves. You know, like bosses. Bosses would be very useful to be able to inflict status ailments on. Which I always thought kind of sucked, that bosses more than likely just aren't affected by status ailments. Anyways, Trace gets their level up. Okay. There's what happens when we talk to the frogs. We can't really do anything here. Because, well, we just got back from an area where we can only be small in. That place we need to be frogs in, which is basically the same deal. Well, actually, we're not frogs the entire time, but anyways, we've encountered these enemies before, but here I'm going to mention what they can, what they have. Obviously, they're all weak to thunder. The killer fish has 85 hit points, and the sea elemental has 123. And, I mean, I'm not dealing any of that amount of damage because I'm missing. I think there is one more enemy that we have yet to have encountered in the water. The water. Okay, there's the killer fish are dead. And come on. I just want to kill it. Send it to hell. Oh, that was very mean of me. Twirly. I mean, it's kind of a... It looks like an ice cream twirl. I don't know if I'd want those on my ice cream if they're gonna hurt me, though. Anyways, there's also an area down here. Argus Castle. Now, I'm fairly certain there are No, there's no enemy encounters in here. Wait a minute. No, I'm going back down. Yes! I can touch the fire! I am clinically insane! Alright. Anyways, though. All hail the king! Also, there's a door down here. That was cringe of me. I'm not apologizing. I will never apologize. We do get some revivification. Dash, why do you keep changing colors? That's kind of... Okay, this water doesn't do anything. Oh, man, the layering in this game's kind of weird. And I don't want to give it too many criticisms because it is an NES game, and it's also the Final Fantasy game with the most quality on this system. Final Fantasy IV really ramps up, but that's because it's on the SNES. Anyways, though, there are a couple more areas, though I would recommend, okay, I would recommend finding the fifth and final enemy that you can find here. I should really cast more of the thunders. There we go. Okay, there's a desert down there. Can't really do anything about the desert, but there is a town. Tackle. There's nothing left for you to take. You see, that's what you should do when you're tiny and it's your turn. Eek, please don't kill me. Come on, if an old man can do it, then us heroes of light can do it too, right? There are demons in the Western Desert. They're moving a huge tree around. Ooh, spooky. People who call themselves the descendants of the ancients live to the west, also across the desert. Why is everybody here old? This is the emblem of where the soldiers who attacked the village dropped. It couldn't be King August. Did I just say August? August? Haggis? Haggis. Sheep guts. Anyways. Is everything in this town in ruins? Yeah, I can't go into any of these places. Is there anything in the grass? I really want to know if there's anything in the grass. There's some god's wine. Okay. And another great bow. I don't think I have any real use for that, though. I don't see myself ever having more than one bowyer in the party. Anyways, though, I don't understand why they punish you for trying to run from fights. You're already punished for not getting the rewards for killing any of the enemies, even the ones that you do actually kill. It's a weird thing that when programming running, it's never made sense to me. Well, Trace gets a skill up from that. Oh, Angus gets a skill up. Snowman gets a skill up. Lise gets a skill up. Good for them. I hope I don't run out of fucks to give. I'm starting to run out of fucks to give. I got ambushed. Hey, Snowman gets a skill up. And so does Lise. Oh, Snowman gets a level up, so does Lise, so does Ingus. I've been at this for a while. I'm occasionally just stepping out to get some snacks. There it is! Okay. Just the very next fight, I encounter it. Okay. The Tangi. They are weak to lightning, and they have 120... Okay. They have 120 hit points. Same amount of hit points as the land turtle, and a little bit less than the Sahagins. I have no idea why it took me this frickin' long to find one of these, or two of these, or whatever. But, like... But I can finally move on. They can glare and put you to sleep. Interesting stuff. Never mind, I'm putting on a podcast, because I just found it in the very next fight. But yeah, this is the last of the enemies. And damn. What I do to have you here, here, here. I wish you were here. Damn. Hey, you, I don't like your girlfriend. We still not have any, Grand Line review. Or Teching 101, talking about One Piece. Oh, Ingus is asleep. I'm sorry this took so long. It wasn't really my fault. This game didn't want to give me any of these frickin' horses. Well, there's no more left now. Hope they weren't an endangered species, and that's why I wasn't fighting them. I would feel like a piece of shit. Be gone. Oh yeah, I don't think I've shown on camera just how devastating the Serpent Blade can be, but, well, there you got it. It dealt almost 200 damage, and Lise gets a skill up, Ingus gets a skill up, and now let's actually move on. Oh. Okay, I think we want to... Is that you? Cobain? Too soon, I know. He was a good dude. I don't want to be ignorant and say, oh, I miss him. I wasn't even alive when he was. I think. When did he pass? Anyways, though, we got a chocobo forest, which we're not gonna do anything with it yet, because there's a town here. The Ancients Village. We are descendants of the Ancients who built an advanced civilization. Well, speaking of One Piece, wow. Okay, and again, Desh changed his colors, and I think I'm gonna end things off here. In the next episode of Final Fantasy III, we're gonna check out this village and ride a couple chocobos. It's been an entire game since then. I don't remember at what point I recorded for Final Fantasy II. I'd like to be uploading these more often. Anyways, though, see you guys in the next episode. Peace.